I swear, okay, I just have to do a little mini rant real quick. I get so annoyed sometimes when I'm on Facebook and I'm trying to like scroll through a photo album and then it's like I swipe one way or the other by accident and it goes back to the screen I was on before.
Yeah.
I'm not scrolling crazy. I'm scrolling normal. Why are you taking me where I don't want to be?
Not cool.
Not cool. So today, we are... Oh wait, this is McWorld and I'm Courtney. Our McWorld.
I'm Mallory.
Today we're going to be doing another DragonCon episode.
DragonCon 2019.
Whoop, whoop.
Which at this point was the last DragonCon we attended in person.
Yeah. Where should we start?
Cosplays.
Cosplays. Okay, cool. So day one, we were Superstore workers.
Yes.
Cloud9 employees.
We're looking for a pretty easy cosplay that, well, too, we all bought Ella shirts.
Yeah.
So from Lucifer, the character Ella, she always has cool shirts. So we all had a different Ella shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were going to meet because some of them were there. So we wanted to wear those. So we thought, so we put the vests. So we just made vests and then wore them over our shirts.
Yeah. And they ended up turning out really good, of course. Really, Mallory and Hillary did all the work. But we had the little logos, and then we just wore street clothes. Like, we didn't...
Yeah.
I mean, I know they technically... Like, we wore shorts and stuff, even though they wear pants on the show, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, of course, people recognized us, and it was an easy costume. Like, I don't think it was that hard for y'all to make the vests.
No.
And then it was easy to just put it on over whatever you were wearing, and you were immediately recognizable.
Yeah.
So...
Macy said actually she got several people were like, I love your Amy costume because we made everybody one. And she was like, thanks, even though she hadn't watched Superstore at the time, so she had no clue.
Yeah.
I said, I'll just say thank you.
Yeah. But still, it was one of my favorite costumes just because it was really easy and also cool. Because it's always hot at DragonCon, so, you know, I'm all about being cool.
We also did our group costume for the year, which sort of. We got one photo of all of us.
Yeah.
We were Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. We'll put it up here, too. So, we kind of did, you know, different takes on Scooby-Doo. So, I was Fred, but I just wore a jean skirt, and then I bought this white V-neck shirt at the store and just had Aunt Lois sew a blue collar onto it instead of wearing multiple shirts. And it was short-sleeved. And then I just bought this, like, orange little scarf and tied around my neck. But, you know, everybody, like, really, I think I looked enough like Fred to where you could get it even if I wasn't with the group, which is important because a lot of group costumes, there are some group costumes we've done in the past, and if you're not with the group, you don't make any sense.
Yeah.
But these, you could tell who we were regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So this is kind of a creepy Amazon story.
Yeah.
But, so I was Daphne, and I ordered a purple dress. I was looking for because I didn't want to make a dress at the time. So I ordered me a purple dress from Amazon. And I ordered a green scarf. And my intention was then, or what I did, was I then glued a ribbon around it, like light ribbon around the edges, you know, to give it the look like hers does. So I ordered those together, I think, at the same time. But they weren't from the same seller.
No.
Nothing. I mean, it wasn't a costume.
And the wig, I think, too.
It was just, yeah. I did order a wig. But, so yeah, ordered these. So Amazon, how about, you know how Alexa will tell you when things are delivered or whatever.
She's listening.
She's listening right now. So I'm always like, oh, what are my notifications? And she was like, an Amazon order has been delivered, including Daphne costume. And I was like, what? How did you know?
Right.
Nothing I ordered said Daphne on it.
No.
Now, admittedly, on that purple dress, several people in the comments had used that dress for a Daphne costume, but that's not what the dress was called.
No.
So how did they know
Yeah.
what I was doing?
Very suspect.
Anyway, wearing wigs is not awesome.
No.
That wig was very itchy, and I did not enjoy the experience.
No.
But people did recognize us, and we did have a cool moment, which I guess we can go ahead and talk about. One of the people we met while we were dressed like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
No thanks to me and Hillary, by the way, because we don't see anybody as we're walking down the street, through the hotel lobby.
I'm always trying to spot everybody.
Eagle eyes.
You go ahead and tell me.
So we were walking, I don't even remember where we were headed, but we were walking through one of the hotels, about to get on the Sky Bridge to go somewhere. All of a sudden, Courtney's like, whoa, stop. That we were like, what the heck? So me and Hillary are like, what's going on? So we walk over there, she starts talking to these guys, and me and Hillary are both still like,
What is the deal?
who are we talking? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So, as it turns out, one of the guys was Jonathan Lipnicki.
Yeah.
The little kid from
The Jeff Foxworthy Show.
Little Vampire.
Little Vampires. Yeah.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire.
All grown up, because he's the same age as we are, I think. But anyway, I did not recognize him at all. But
He was just, he wasn't officially at the con. He had just come to visit a friend. And I think we were maybe between dances or headed to a dance or something. And I just happened to see him. And we were like, cool.
Yeah. But one of his friends said, because I guess you were asking him, or I don't know, about who he was. Or he said something about how he was there, how he was just trying to be sneaky or something.
Yeah.
But one of his friends was like, and he would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for us meddling kids.
Which was funny and clever.
It was pretty good.
So anyway, that's one person we met.
Yeah.
By accident, sort of.
Hillary she made a dress and put spots on it so that she could be Scooby and wore ears and stuff, which was a cool take on so that you don't have to do some kind of full outfit. And then Macy was Velma and Dave was Shaggy.
I don't think Dave wore his green shirt except for like when we took the photo.
Yeah.
For some reason. He wouldn't wear his outfit all day.
It worked.
But the rest of us did. He didn't even go out with us that morning.
Yeah.
The four of us went out and about early. I think that was on... Was that on Saturday or Sunday?
Maybe it was on Sunday because... In the Saturday pictures, I have on my jersey.
Okay.
So, I know it wasn't that day. And on Saturday, you were.
So this is probably my most successful cosplay ever.
Definitely.
And I really wanted to dress like this because I loved this show when I was growing up and I used to play pretend on myself. But I dressed up like Lunette from the Big Comfy Couch. So it took me, so this was a process, because first of all, I was trying to find a Molly doll, because I'm like, you can't be Lunette without Molly.
Right.
So I was scouring the web, and I finally found one on eBay. Because a lot of times if I found one, people wanted
so much.
Like they valued it.
Yeah.
Well, I found one that the dress, like Molly's dress, was kind of ripped or whatever on eBay. So anyway, I ended up getting it and fixing the dress myself. So I got my doll, and then I went to Goodwill and actually found a dress. It was an orange long dress that I sewed into a little jumpsuit. And then I got me a shirt, and I kind of sewed the edges around the arms, and then I ironed on all the little smiley faces. And I bought the, just the regular cap thing.
Like a toboggan,
Yeah.
a purple toboggan.
just from Amazon, I think. But I bought this wig that, it was actually an anime wig, I think, because it had like the main part, had like the long bangs, kind of swoopy things, but it had detachable pigtails, which is what I wanted because I didn't want to have to wear a wig and a toboggan too.
Yeah.
So what I did was I got these because the pigtails attached with clips, and I just clipped them onto my toboggan.
Yeah.
And made it look like I had dark pigtails. But anyway, and then of course I painted my nose red and gave myself some freckles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we went out. I mean, usually, because this was on Saturday. Because we went out, the parade was going on, and we always would try to go by Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Macy, that became our 2019 tradition, was you and Hillary went in to get coffee, and me and Macy sat on the sidewalk. Because you really couldn't hardly get into the Starbucks.
Yeah.
So we were standing out there on the sidewalk, and we would just walk to the Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
And we hadn't been there for a minute. And this girl comes running up to me and's like, "Oh my God, can I get a picture?" And I was like, yes, because I'm not used to that. I mean, we've had a few people take pictures of us before.
Yeah.
But it was all day.
Yeah. It was non-stop.
It was so funny. And I guess because so many people probably watched that as a kid, and it was,
Yeah, and you don't see... We may have, in the whole history, seen one other lunette the whole time we've gone, so it is also kind of a rare costume. And she did such a good job with it, looked so great, that people were coming up all day either wanting pictures of her or with her or whatever.
Yeah, and later on that night, we were going out to dances and stuff, and there was a bunch of us going out.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else had a costume on at that point, which I think Macy had been wearing a costume earlier in the day. I can't remember if Hillary had been wearing a costume all day. But then when we went out that night, nobody was wearing a costume except for me.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of me because I was like, "Oh, I'm not taking my costume off. People like my costume."
Right.
And sure enough, when we went out that night, people kept taking pictures of me that night. And I was like, "Are y'all proud to be with me or what?"
Yep. And we were. And she looked awesome.
So that was a lot of fun. That was probably my most successful, definitely my most recognized costume I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. It was a really great costume. And so, then what else? What else we want to talk about? We want to talk about stuff we did, or real quick, let me just say this. So, we've probably mentioned the Marriott carpet before. I'm not sure if we have or not. Have we mentioned it before?
I think we talked about the cult of the carpet.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So, the cult of the carpet, of course, if we haven't mentioned it, the Marriott had this carpet. You can see it in some of the pictures we took in earlier years. But this year, we actually, of Dragon Con 2019, we actually got koozies that looked like the carpet. Mm-hmm. And we put all of our nicknames on them and stuff, so we could carry them around with us and put our drinks in them and all that stuff. So that was really cool. And then also, I think it was like the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. Yeah, it was that year because it was 2019. So the different hotels kind of did some themed food. So like one of them had this moon burger and these little star fries. She's thinking we went to the moon in 1969. That's when we made the landing. That was lunar. So that was pretty cool too.
Yeah,
just
those
to
were cool.
have those little burger things.
Oh, here's something that we really learned. Okay, well, first of all, two things. So one, in the past, we usually, like when we go, we go out all day, we're out all day, we go eat dinner, and then we go out at night. Mm-hmm. But we never really take a break.
Yeah.
So this year, we decided that in between all this nonsense, before we go out at night, that we were just going to go back to the room and chill.
Yeah.
And we did. And it was a great idea.
Yeah. it had to be some kind of a really awesome, I mean, I think it kind of worked out because we ended up having those gaps every day in our schedule to where nothing was that must do. So we ended up having an hour or two every day that we could just go back and chill out.
Yeah.
And I feel like she said, it made it so much better. And now I think we're just going to have to like really sort out our priorities moving forward. But it's going to have to be something because, I mean, we didn't normally sleep or anything. Most of the time we just went back and either sat on the couch or laid on the beds just for a little bit and played on our phones or just kind of chilled. But we felt so much less tired.
Yeah. I mean, we just sitting around on the couch and not doing anything for about an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then going back out made it so much better. Plus, we could do a lot of pre-gaming with our boxed wine.
True, yeah.
We always take boxed wine.
Yeah. But we could sit there and have a drink or whatever and then head out. And so, and when we get to go back to Dragon Con in person, I think it'll be a good idea we'll probably take some more drinks, not just the box wine, so that we can have like a little cocktail hour. Yeah. But I mean, because most nights, now one night, Saturday night, everybody else bailed on, like we did keep running up. This year was the one I think where we kept hitting everything we tried to go to, we couldn't get into.
Yeah.
But, so we went to like one dance and it was fine, but we thought we'll check out the other ones and see if they're better. But then we tried to go to the Burlesque Show, I think. I don't know if that was that night or not. Maybe it wasn't. But like we tried to go to one thing and we couldn't get in. Then we tried to go to the kilt blowing and we couldn't get in. And then we tried to go, I think that was the last thing we couldn't get into. But by that point, we kept losing people. Like, everything we couldn't get into, it seemed like somebody quit on us.
Yeah, then everybody was like, nah.
We're just going back to the room. And so, I guess by that point, everybody left. And so then me and Mallory went to another thing. And then we ended up shutting it down.
Yeah.
We stayed till it was over, so we didn't get back until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning again.
Yeah.
But I mean, most every night we still stayed out super late and everything. So
yeah, but it was great to have that moment.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to incorporate that in the future when we go back in person.
Yeah.
But another thing, now this is something we had known about for years, and never actually tried to find.
Yes.
Until this year, because it really wasn't that hard to find. Turns out.
Yeah.
It was always seemed like this
mythical place that was hidden from the world.
But we found it, and then we went back every day.
Yeah.
And that is the Con Suite.
Yes. So the Con Suite is run by the best people on earth, apparently, because it's just like a little room, and they have food and drinks 24/7. Literally, we know we went in the middle of the night, and they were there. And they have different things. So, like one time when we went, they had like soup and ants on a log. I mean, now admittedly, you might go and not find anything you want to eat because you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But like one time we went and they just had like sandwiches, and one time they just had, and then they have different drinks there that you can get, like mostly soft drinks and water and stuff like that. But it's all free.
Yeah.
You just have to find it.
You just find the suite, and you can, and it's in one of the hotels. I can't remember which one. It was in the Hilton. So they may move it. I don't know if they move it or not.
I think I would move it, make it a challenge.
Yeah. But we, once we were actually actively trying to find it.
Yeah.
We were able to find it. And then we went back just to see if we had time, just to see what they had. And we'd go grab some snacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
It was really cool,
So we did finally find it.
Yeah, and it's all just volunteers. Most people that work at Dragon Con are volunteers.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a really cool thing. And we'd always heard about it and heard people talking about, go to the Con Suite because they always have food. We'd see it in the groups we're in and stuff. But, yeah. So it was pretty neat. I mean, even when we went in the middle of the night that time, there were so many people in there. Yeah. I mean, like us, not just volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
But.
And I don't know, you got me to thinking when you said burlesque. I don't think we've talked about going to the burlesque show.
Oh.
But I don't remember when we went, because I don't think we took any photos.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure that it was 2019 when we went. But I'm pretty sure we haven't talked about it before. But we did go to the burlesque show one time.
Yeah. And I know, 2019, I know we tried to go and couldn't get in because we ended up trying to go about the time it was supposed to start. Now, I don't know if this was Saturday. I feel like it was Saturday night, maybe. But I could be wrong. But, yeah, so we did go. So, DragonCon has a burlesque show. Now, obviously not safe for all ages because nudity-ishness.
Yeah.
But these people are very talented.
Yes.
I love any kind of outfit changes that people like. If you can take off one layer and have a cool new outfit, it's amazing to me.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of what they did because it was all kind of geeky burlesque. So everybody had a theme. So
like Star Wars, Doctor Who.
Yeah. One of the girls that was up there, she came out as Magikarp. And by the time she got done, she was a Gyarados, which for Pokemon fans know that's the evolution. Yeah. So yeah, it was
But it was really cool. Because we'd never been to it, and I think Macy wanted to go.
Yeah.
This might have been in like 2018.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about it in that video.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about it until you said that a second ago.
It's very popular though, obviously, so if you're gonna go, get there early.
Yeah, but it was really cool watching them do that.
Yeah.
They got way more talent than me.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
The other things I have, we did go to the Yule Ball and the Zombie Prom.
Mm-hmm.
Which we usually go to those, and then of course we went to the blood drive, and
yeah.
We went to the vendor halls. We actually bought stuff from the vendor halls.
Yeah, we bought a good amount.
Mm-hmm. We went there, I think, on Monday.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them were still there, and so it wasn't as crowded either.
No.
We were able to walk around and really see everything. We got a bunch of cards from people who were in there in addition to, which we talked about some people in our Shop Small Businesses video.
Yes.
That we had met at that con and other cons, but
we got a bunch of pops. Of course, pops are a very popular thing at Dragon Con and any con really.
Popular?
They're popular. Popular. They're gonna be popular. Wicked. Anyway. But also, going to the vendor hall on Mondays is smart for two reasons. The first, Mallory already mentioned, it's not as crowded. We still had to wait in line to get in. But then once we got in, it wasn't as crowded.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, because then, like what we did, we just took our stuff to the car and went home. We didn't have to tote it around with us all day or worry about taking it back to the room or anything. So,
some of them may be running deals and stuff on the last day of the con.
Yeah.
So, but it's really cool if you have a chance to walk through, especially when it's not, like it's kind of not even, I don't like to go on the popular days. Yeah. Because you can't hardly see anything because there's so many people. Yeah. Which I don't know how they'll handle that kind of thing moving forward, but at least in the past.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much, it's like a one-way type of a thing because there are so many people in there. And if you're not close enough to look at something, it's hard to get over there sometimes. So it was cool to have the ability to linger and look, and we were able to get, we both got earrings. I got some little dragon ones and some pterodactyl ones. And then we got these chocolates, I got one shaped like the Firefly Serenity, and then a little box set of Hufflepuff chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
we got Star Wars chocolates.
Yeah. So, and then we did lots of panels and stuff, but if we talk about the panels and stuff now, it'll give away who we met.
Yeah.
So we'll do them together.
Together.
Yeah.
So once again, I have these organized in groups.
You're never going to believe what one show of people that we met people from.
You'll be surprised when we get there.
You'll be totally surprised. How long see?
So first off, which we kind of mentioned, we met from Lucifer.
Yes.
Amy Garcia, who was Ella, which is why we bought the Ella shirts.
Yes.
And honestly, I'm pretty sure she basically is kind of Ella.
Yeah.
In real life.
She basically is.
She also did take a video of you talking and put it on her Instagram story.
Yes. So then I went on her Insta and I recorded it.
Yeah.
But
it was. She was very impressed by our Ella shirts.
Yeah.
But she was so nice.
Yeah, she was really nice, and she was so excited that we had the Ella shirts on. So that was really cool to get to meet her.
Mm-hmm. And DB Woodside, who I have mixed feelings about. I'm just kidding.
Not as a human being.
Not him necessarily, but the
Yeah.
first time I ever saw this guy was on Buffy, and he played Principal Wood, and he was trying to sink my ship, and he was trying to kill one member of my ship, and so I was against him.
I mean, in all fairness, didn't the one member of your ship kill his mama?
Possibly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He did. But he
Oh.
also is on Lucifer. He's Lucifer's brother.
Yes.
And so we met, but he was cool too. He's a
Yeah.
nice guy. And we also went to their panel.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then from the Magicians, we met Hale Appleman, who plays Elliot, who is one of the best characters on the Magicians.
Maybe the best. No, Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is my favorite character.
Olivia Taylor Dudley, who has played Alice.
Yes.
And Harvey Gillen?
Yeah.
Possibly. Well, technically, I didn't meet him.
I did, though, because I saw him at a ball and went up to him and took a selfie.
But I went ahead and put him in the category anyways.
Yeah. He's
also recently on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist.
Yes. He was the chief cartographer of Fillory on The Magicians.
Yeah.
And also, I think he's on that show, What We Do in the Shadows. But we don't watch that show. So, anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't really interact with him. But the other two, I mean, they were okay.
Yeah.
They weren't amazing, I guess. I mean, they were nice enough, but...
Yeah. They weren't overly friendly or... honestly, kind of how they were on the show.
Yeah.
So, Hale wasn't as outgoing as Elliot, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't... it wasn't a bad experience that we had with them at all. But it just wasn't either one to write home about.
It was fine.
Yeah.
And I think, really, they struck me more as the type of people who, like, if you were to go up to them and tell them they're, you know how sometimes, and I've heard people do this a lot, to actors to say, your character has, like, really helped me, or was really, like, reminded me of my life. And I feel like they would be the type of people who, if you had, something you could relate to, that they would really appreciate that and really, but they just weren't, like, overly friendly people. Nothing like Amy Garcia, who was immediately, oh my gosh, everybody, let's hug, and it was great,
Right.
Just different vibe, I guess.
Yeah. But. Yeah. They're real people, so.
Yeah. And then to kind of, I guess, complete, well, not quite complete, but to further our Winona Earp collection. So if you saw our other video where we met the rest of the cast and ended up not getting technically we met Melanie Scarfano, but we didn't get a picture with her last time because she had to leave. But this time we did get to get a photo with her.
Yes.
And she was actually, the first time, and I know, and I'm thinking back on it now, it's like I feel like the first time we met her, she was kind of like that too. Like she wasn't really friendly or funny.
Yeah.
She was just kind of But then that knowing she had to leave and thinking it might have been like
her baby was
her
sick
baby
and
was
stuff.
sick. It made sense because the second
Right.
time we went up to her table and talked to her, she seemed way more friendly.
Yeah.
And like she was cracking jokes. And
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one thing I guess that really shows you can't. I guess you can't always go by one interaction with somebody
Right.
because you never know what could be going on.
Yeah.
with
Anybody
them.
can have a bad day.
But that time she was really
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah,
The
she
second
was. She talked to us for a while, and yeah, she was really nice.
Mm-hmm. And then Greg Lawson, also from Winona.
Sheriff Nedley. Yeah.
So I guess what we don't have like Jeremy.
Yeah.
He's never been though, I don't think.
I don't think so either. Yeah, that's pretty much
Of
it.
like the
Of,
main characters.
yeah.
I think we met everybody else.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And then from Izombie. So this added to our Izombie collection. Well,
Actually,
it might have
probably
somewhat
completed.
completed as far as the main characters go
Yeah.
from Izombie. Is we met Malcolm Goodwin.
Who played Clive Babineau.
My favorite episode with him was when they got him to play in that. It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons, but it was like
Yeah.
one of those type of games.
Yeah,
He got
it basically was Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, it may not have been called that for legal reasons, but that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got so into it, and it was really funny.
Yeah. And then Bryce Hodgson.
Hodgson? Yeah. Don E.
Donnie.
Yeah. So they were both cool.
Yeah.
Really nice people. And we went to the Izombie Panel too, which was the Izombie Panel is always funny.
Yes.
They are just funny people. Almost everyone on that show is really funny.
Yeah. And it had more of them on it. More of them were there. We've just met them before.
Right.
So, on that panel.
Yeah. So it was, that's always a good time. For sure.
Yeah. And then adding on to the Supernatural collection, we met Samantha Smith, who played Mary, Sam and Dean's mom. She was nice. There was more of them there. We didn't meet her, but the lady who played Jody on Supernatural, who also was the mama on Sweet Life, Zach and Cody, she was there too, I think, but we didn't go meet her. But and then from Supernatural, from really everything. Just I think there's like a meme or there's something about him that if you don't know who this man is,
Yeah.
that you're just not a true geek or something.
Yeah.
And that's Mark Shepard.
Yes. What hasn't Mark Shepard been on? Probably be easier to name a show he hasn't been on.
Yeah.
Because he has been on Supernatural, he was on Firefly, he was on Doctor Who. I mean, like...
He's been all over the fandom world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really bummed that he wasn't in the final. Spoiler alert. He was not in the final season of Supernatural.
Yeah.
Really, Supernatural fans, I feel your pain. The finale was garbage.
Yeah. So that was actually also the second time we have met Mark Shepard, but the first time we'd gotten a picture with him.
Yeah.
So he's a nice guy. He's happy to. The first time we met him, actually, we just walked up and talked to him.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was either our first or second con.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but he's a good dude.
Yeah, he was cool. So then we've got the Arrowverse. Seems like we always have Arrowverse on here.
I don't know how much longer that'll last because I've pretty much quit the Arrowverse.
Although, really, two of these people I know not from the Arrowverse.
Yeah, we can save them for last.
So first we have Coleman Haynes.
Yeah! Well, she actually knew him from outside Arrowverse too. I don't know if you were counting him, but Colton's Black Friday.
Colton's Black Friday was awesome.
Yeah.
Then he got more famous and quit doing it, I guess, because people recognized him when he was Black Friday shopping.
But Coleman Haynes played Roy on Arrow. He's been in what did I see him in he's in that San Andreas movie.
Oh.
I thought I just saw him in something. He was in that movie at the very first. He was in The Rock's crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Coleman Haynes is a really fun guy, and he took a lot of pictures with us and did all kinds of faces, and plus he's a total cutie, so you know. But he's a really good guy, and it was awesome to get to meet him.
Because Black Fridays were hilarious back in the day.
Yeah.
It's probably been longer ago than I think that he did that, but...
Yeah, because I don't think I even knew who he was.
Yeah, whenever...
he was doing those.
I don't even remember how I discovered Colton's Black Friday anyway. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
And Matt Ryan.
Yeah. Not the Falcons quarterback. Matt Ryan plays, who does he play? The dude in the trench coat. Constantine. Yeah, Constantine. So, you know, they had a show once called Constantine, right? And it only lasted like a season. But then the Arrowverse did some different things. And anyway, they ended up bringing him back. And he was just in some episodes here and there. But then he... I think then he transitioned, and I think he's a legend now. I think he runs around with them all the time. I'm not really quite sure about that. Because like I've said before, I kind of don't watch those shows as much anymore. But, you know, of course I knew him. He was on there when I was still watching it. And, you know, I guess in theory, I always think I'm going to go back and rewatch all the things that I've missed.
Yeah.
Because I do like those shows. It's just I don't miss them when I'm not watching them, which makes me think that I really don't care that much about them, actually.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Back to the list.
Next up is Cress Williams.
Yes.
Who is now in that DC universe.
He's Black Lightning.
But I know him from Heart of Dixie. Heart of Dixie is an awesome show. It's one of my favorite shows, and I watched it way back when it originally came on TV.
Yeah.
I don't even know when it came on originally, but he played Lawson Haynes. He was the mayor.
No.
Yeah.
He had an alligator named Burt Reynolds. So I just watched Heart of Dixie this year, and I regret not having watched it when it was on. Because sometimes I think it's cool to binge watch, obviously, because there's no waiting, right? You find out immediately what happened. But then at the same time, it's really not the same experience as having to wait every week to find out what happens to these people, or moreover, wait years. I mean, I watched Heart of Dixie in the span of like a month and a half, probably. So I watched 4 years worth of it, and so, but Cress Williams was so cool.
Oh yeah, he was very nice.
Yeah.
And friendly, and I was like, I love Heart of Dixie.
Yeah. And Lawson was just such a great character. I mean, Lawson was such a stand-up guy, and I think, you know, Cress Williams just seems like such a nice person.
Team Annabeth.
Yeah, really, though. Team Annabeth all the way. That was ridiculous anyway. And I know probably people outside of the Southeastern Conference think that it was ridiculous that her family might have a problem with him since he played for Alabama and they were Auburn people. But let me tell you, that is real.
That's the real thing.
That's real. So, yeah.
But that was awesome.
Also, I had on my Georgia jersey when I met him, so. I mean, it ain't like Cress Williams played for Alabama, probably. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't really know.
I don't know.
I'm going to look him up. Okay, and last but not least.
And last but not... Okay, so this is a little bit funny. But we met Nick Zano. So, back in the day, I used to watch What I Like About You. And I fell in love with Nick Zano. I used to call the show... I still call the show really What I Like About Vince.
True story.
So, I was obsessed with Nick Zano, so I watched a bunch of stuff that he was in. That's why I watched that Everything You Want movie, which I think we talked about when we were talking about Wilfred Dale.
Yeah.
And he was in one of the Final Destinations. He got sucked into a pool drain, I think.
Yeah, he did. that was like Final Destination 5 or something. It was supposed to be the last one, but then they made another one after that. I went to the movies to see it because it was supposed to be the very last one.
It kept getting more and more ridiculous as time went on.
When he got sucked into that. Now, let me just say for the record, I had never seen another Final Destination. So when this homeboy's getting sucked down the pool drain, I thought, is this what all these movies are? What have I been scared of all this time?
Yeah, no, they got more ridiculous. The first one is by far the best movie. But anyway, so I was in love with him forever, and I used to, say that. So then, of course, he's on Legends, right? He joined up with Legends, but I don't know if I've seen that. But so we had to meet him because he was coming. I was like, I have to meet him because he was Vince.
Yeah.
And so we went up to him, and this was the day I was dressed like Lunette. And we walked up to the table, and he kind of gave me this weird look and was like, what is this supposed to be? Like, it was so weird, and I thought, this is the moment. I've been thinking about being like, I was in love with you for years, and I feel like this is just ruining the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm dressed literally like a clown.
Right?
But he was nice.
Yeah. He was nice. He did some funny face pictures. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, he was a cool guy. He talked to us for a while, and so,
Yeah.
But yeah, then when she looked back on it, she was like, what has happened
here? What did I do?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get to the last category, I'll run through some of the more one-off type people.
Okay.
Okay, so we've also met Shannon Purser from Stranger Things /
Sierra Burgess is a loser.
Yeah. Which is a movie, I think it's funny because so many people hated that movie.
But I liked it.
I did like it.
Yeah.
But she was Barb, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody was obsessed with Barb. I was not. But.
No, I mean, what? Barb was literally in like 2 episodes before she got sucked into the Upside Down.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why they liked Barb, but I don't get why they were so obsessed with Barb.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to Shannon Purser, obviously. Like, she was nice and cool and...
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, what's up with Barb?
Yeah. I don't know people's obsession with Barb.
No.
But because she was on Stranger Things and because she was in that movie that we liked, she was there, so we were like, we have to go meet her.
For sure.
And then we met Dan Fogler, who is now on The Walking Dead.
Yes.
But twas
in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
And his character is great in that movie.
Yes.
Those movies, I guess.
One of the better characters. So personally, I may have mentioned this before, but the first Fantastic Beasts movie, I loved it. Probably, actually, as a big Harry Potter fan, to me, the best movie in all Harry Potter movies. And I think it's because, like I've said before, there really weren't any books that this was based on. So I couldn't have any preconceived notions of what it should be. And I couldn't sit there and pick it apart like, oh, they left this part out, or oh, they did that part different. So it was, to me, the magic and the joy of Harry Potter and that was it.
Yeah.
Not just the magic and joy of Harry Potter, but also then me being like, but this is wrong, and this is wrong.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so Fantastic Beasts was awesome, and then Crimes of Grindelwald was not as good. Because they had to go make it all dark and stuff. I just want to be happy.
Yeah. Well, laugh.
Yeah. So Dan Fogler, he was fine. He wasn't, he was a nice enough guy, but he's pretty, like, laid back and so.
Yeah.
He wasn't over the top or anything.
Then to add on to our Once Upon a Time collection, we met Jared Gilmore.
Yes.
Who was Henry in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, the first Henry.
We also went to the Once Upon a Time panel.
Yes.
There were more people there from Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. It was the OG Henry.
Yeah.
Technically, we had already met New Henry before he was New Henry at a different convention.
We met him back when he was
doing Gareth
on barbecue.
Yeah, when he was barbecuing Bob's on The Walking Dead.
Yeah. I had seen him in something else. I cannot remember what it is now.
Yeah.
Before he was on Walking Dead. Because when
Yeah.
he showed up on Walking Dead, I was like, him!
That guy.
And so that, of course, that Walker Stalker, we had to go meet him. But,
Yeah. And we did go to a Walking Dead panel too.
Mhm.
It just happened to be in a time slot where I think we didn't really have anything because, so, just so you know, there was a con called Walker Stalker. In 2019, everything came to a head with Walker Stalker that people really got fed up with the leadership of Walker Stalker because apparently they were doing some things that were not on the up and up. Now, I think we still went to Walker Stalker in 2019, but
I feel like we did.
everything hadn't fully blown up, but it was brewing prior to Dragon Con. Like, everything had already started. And so some of the people, because Walker Stalker kind of had a lock on the Walking Dead people, so none of them had come to Dragon Con for years unless they were like, you know, like little random roles on the show.
Since we met, like when we met
Norman Reedus and
Chad Coleman.
Chad Coleman and Scott Green and all of them.
Um,
So this year though, Walker Stalker, Walking Dead people came to Dragon Con for the first time since then. Because especially one of them, Cooper Andrews, he was the most vocal about saying, I'm not doing Walker Stalker ever again. And I think he really kind of started the whole snowball effect that eventually took over. Because after the 2019 Walker Stalker, I'm pretty sure we went. Hold up, I'm just going to back up and look real quick because we'll have an album and it'll be very close to this one.
Yeah.
Yes, we did go, but
It's probably the last one ever.
Yeah, probably. Because after that, first of all, that one was not good. It was a complete disaster, according to many people that were there, that we talked to while we were there.
Yeah.
Because, anyway, that's probably for another day. But basically, this started Walking Dead people coming back to Dragon Con.
Yeah.
And also Cooper Andrews was there because Zachary Levi, I think, had come back this year, and somebody else. Well, maybe that was it. But anyway, they were kind of doing the Shazam thing too.
Yeah.
So we did go talk to Cooper Andrews, and then we went to the Walking Dead panel because, like I said, we didn't really have a whole lot going on. And also the moderator was Tony, who, if you have been to Dragon Con and you've been enough, you know Tony. Tony's the best moderator at Dragon Con.
100%.
He is so funny. He doesn't give the guests any kind of breaks, but I mean, he ribs with them, and it's just, he's a show into his own right.
Oh, yeah.
And so since all those things kind of came together, we thought this will be good.
Yeah.
So we went, and it was good, but you know.
It was good.
Oh, we also met Donald Logue. I don't know if you had him. I don't think we mentioned him.
I haven't yet, but he is on here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know if we were
Next.
building. Okay. Sorry about that. So, back to the rest of it. Oh, and we got cobbler. I forgot, from Cooper Andrews.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Because, you
Forgot
know,
that.
Jerry has started making cobbler for people on The Walking Dead. So now Cooper Andrews will then, probably not anymore.
Let's say we had gotten our picture with him before, which is why we didn't here.
Yeah.
But we did want to go talk to him and stuff.
And get cobbler.
Because he was so nice.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Jerry!
We actually had seen him earlier in the year at Bubba Fest.
Oh, yeah, he was at Bubba Fest.
Anyway, carry on.
Yes, so he was next.
Donald
Logue. Actually, he's one of the last people. Because we already talked about Jonathan Lipnicki.
Yeah.
And then there's only one other person, which I probably should have mentioned it earlier, but we can talk about him in a second.
Anyway, we met Donald Logue because he was on Gotham. He's Harvey. And also he was on that short-lived show that I loved, and I don't even remember why, but I did, called Terriers.
Yeah.
I don't know why these little random shows stick with me. It actually had Michael Raymond James, who was on Once Upon a Time as well. And at that point, he had been on True Blood. But, yeah, so, but Donald Logue, he's one of those people that you know him, you may just not know his name.
Yeah.
He was, but what was that show? That sitcom? Grounded for Life? That was the one he was on, right?
I don't know. Was that his? Because, you know, the other one had the guy.
Robert Baratheon.
Yeah.
I think that one was still standing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. One of those he was on.
He was on Grounded for Life.
He was the dad, yeah. I used to watch both of those shows.
Also, I forgot, but he was on Sons of Anarchy also.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think he was in a movie Just Like Heaven, which I love. I think he was the friend, he was Mark Ruffalo's friend. The one who had Frenched with Elizabeth's sister before the wedding.
Gasp. Yes. He was in Just Like Heaven. You're correct.
So he was cool.
Yeah.
So the last person before we get to our
Main event
is really not anyone famous. Well, not really like famous, but somebody we were excited to meet.
Yes.
Because you probably heard us talking before in some of our videos, especially in these, about how we're in the fandom running club.
Yeah.
So we found the fandom running club has a booth, or like a little thing they set up at Dragon Con, and you can go through and get some of the past medals and things. So we went and found them, and Headmaster was there. So that's a husband and wife kind of run the organization.
Yeah.
And so everybody calls them Headmaster and Boss Witch.
Yeah. So, yeah, that year they had a booth, and we went, and because I guess I had seen in one of the groups, because we're in 3. Fandom Running Club, all of them are under the organization header of either Random Tuesday or Phanthropy Running Clubs. Mm-hmm. But we're in Fandom Running Club, Hoovian Running Club, and Potterhead Running Club. And so I guess we had seen that Brian, who is headmaster, was going to be there, so we had to go meet him just because it's one of those things where, you know, we see this guy all the time.
Yeah. So
it's almost like he's famous, even though
it's like
famous to us.
I met some YouTubers.
Yeah.
At another con, which we can talk about later. And I was very excited about it.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, it's people I've watched on YouTube, but I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
So, sometimes there's people like that, you know, seem famous to you because you love watching them on stuff.
Right.
So that was cool. So now, anyway, to our final event.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, not the final. We met 2 people.
We did meet 2 people.
Doctor Who!
You never guessed, right?
No, they didn't.
You didn't know it was Doctor Who.
I had no clue.
So we were so excited about this year.
Yes.
All right, well, first of all...
This is going to take away from her, but we should start by saying we met Freema Agyeman.
Yes.
Who was really awesome.
She was really awesome.
We don't care for Martha.
Yeah, we weren't Martha's biggest fans.
Maybe if I have a sneaking suspicion that if I rewatched it, I might not feel as hateful about Martha, and I'm honestly thinking maybe I should just rewatch Martha's season, not rewatch up to and including Martha's season.
Yeah.
But try to take Martha for her own merits.
Yeah.
But Freema Agyeman was really cool. We went to her panel, and it was great.
Yeah.
And she's really funny, but she also seemed really excited to meet everybody.
Yeah.
And so that was really neat.
Now she's on New Amsterdam.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So she talked about that show some too at her panel. But yeah, so she was really neat to meet, and she was a really nice person.
Yeah.
So not to take away from her, but
yeah. But so you've heard us talk about before. Well, I think we probably mentioned how we met Matt Smith before. It was not at Dragon Con.
Right.
But we had met Matt Smith, and then we met Peter Capaldi.
Mm-hmm.
We had met
Billy Piper,
yeah,
Catherine Tate. We have met Sylvester McCoy.
yeah,
And Colin Baker.
Yes. So we have racked up some doctors.
And some companions. But we have 4 doctors under our belts.
But not our favorite doctor.
No. And we honestly thought he would never come to DragonCon.
Right. But this year,
He
did.
came to DragonCon. Clearly, 10.
Yes.
David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Yeah.
And David Tennant, you probably know if you're watching this video at all.
Right.
He's been in a bunch of things.
He's been in Harry Potter.
Jessica Jones.
Yes.
The Broadchurch or whatever that show is.
Yeah, Broadchurch. Good Omens.
Oh yeah, Good Omens.
Don't skip out
That
on
was
Good
good.
Omens.
So he's been in a ton of stuff, but Tim was our favorite doctor.
Yes.
And so we have been wanting to meet him, me and her and Hillary,
Yes.
all 3 of us.
Yeah.
We're so excited. We're so excited, in fact, that we have 2 photos.
Yeah.
This is like the only time I think we have ever gotten 2 professional photos with somebody with all 3 of us in it.
Yes.
We have done other things for smaller cons
Mm-hmm.
who don't allow you to have more than 1 person in a photo.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to get 2
Yeah.
to get all 3 of us. But it's the only time I think we have bought 2 photo ops with it was like the same
Yeah.
picture only.
We moved people around.
We switched places so
Yeah.
that we could all stand by David Tennant.
Yes. Because we love 10 so much. Because we have the same favorite companion. Of course, Rose is our favorite companion.
Yep.
But that's not Hillary's favorite companion. She likes Amy.
Yep.
No offense to Hillary, but Amy's terrible. So we've told Hillary that to her face.
Oh,
She
yeah.
knows how we feel about Amy.
Yep.
But 10 is all 3 of our favorite doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So when we found out David Tennant was coming, we freaked out. I was literally freaking out so hard because we were so excited.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was just so awesome that we got to meet him.
Yep.
And then he was really awesome, of course, and we got to go to his panel, and Tony was the moderator. So it was everything you could have ever wanted. It was an amazing panel.
Yes.
He was so funny.
It was really great.
Yeah.
So we were so happy. That's probably one of the most exciting moments of meeting somebody
Yeah.
at a con. I think, too, because we had been waiting for so long and never thought it would
Yeah.
happen, that when it finally did, we were like, yes.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yep. It was great.
How many more? It was fantastic. Wait, that's not his language. Just kidding. Yeah. So, I don't know who'll be next that we'll get this super excited about. It's going to take a lot.
Yeah, at this point,
Because we've met so many people.
we've met so many people, and we've met a lot of people that we really wanted to meet
Yeah.
from... I mean, there are obviously like A-list celebrities in the world that we haven't met
yeah.
that we're probably never going to meet. And like, I'm not thinking
Right.
a ton of opportunities are going to come up. But we have met some people I didn't know that we think we would meet
Yeah.
at smaller cons,
Yeah.
which we'll do videos about some of those. But for the most part, a lot of people from like fandom stuff that we watch, we have met.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take somebody special to get us this excited again about
Yeah.
it.
It'll pretty much have to be like Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. Now I would be psyched about that because she's my hero.
Really, there are we've met a lot of people from the Buffy and Angel universe, but there's still a lot of the main people that we haven't actually met because we haven't gotten like Sarah Michelle Gellar or Allison Hannigan or David Boreanaz or
Yeah.
Seth Green.
Yeah, there's a lot of them we
Anthony
still
Starrhead.
would be cool if they came. And I
Yeah.
don't know if a lot of them do conventions.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I have seen David Boreanaz and Allison Hannigan maybe here and there. Because for a little bit there, I got to check in like all these different cons.
yeah.
Especially if they were within driving distance, which is pretty much like Tennessee, the Carolinas, Florida, Alabama. Alabama don't really have that many conventions that I've seen, but
No.
Tennessee has a lot because, of course, Nashville is there.
We've gone there a couple times for cons.
And then Orlando has a lot too.
Mm.
So
We could go see Dr. Brenda.
yeah, we could.
If we go to a convention in Orlando, we're going to see Dr. Brenda.
Apparently, if we go to Orlando at all, we're going to see Dr. Brenda because
You're correct.
every time we talk about anything, Harry Potter World or Disney World, here we're trying to plan a trip to the most magical place on earth, and Mallory's like, and Dr. Brenda.
And we're going to get adjusted.
Yeah. Might need to adjust more than your back when you get down there. But just kidding.
Look, if you like chiropractic videos, you should go watch Dr. Brenda Mondragon's videos. And then you'll also want to go to Orlando.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was it for Dragon Con 2019, our last in-person Dragon Con as of the time we're filming this video.
Yeah.
Who knows what 2021 holds? We don't.
We don't, yeah. We're hoping for the best.
Fingers crossed, but we'll see what happens.
But we do know one thing. Whenever our opportunity comes, we are not throwing away our shot. So, if you're watching this, hopefully you've already been vaccinated. And hopefully we're semi-back to a normal world.
Yeah.
But
this video will probably come out towards the end of 2021.
yeah.
So, yeah, we're hoping we'll be
Fingers
vaccinated. We're hoping we'll get to go to Dragon Con 2021.
In person.
In person.
Yeah.
But
So we'll do more videos like this. We'll do Dragon Con 2020, which was a virtual con.
quite a bit different than the past Dragon Cons videos, but we'll still do one.
Yeah. And then we will also we'll start doing all other cons series.
Yes.
And of course we do other things. We do book reviews occasionally. We don't do those a whole lot. We've done 2.
We have 3.
3.
Yep.
What was the third one?
Wild Bride, we did. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I got that
The
one.
Betrothed.
Yeah.
Body Movers.
Body movers. Oh yeah, because we did like that whole series kind of.
Yeah, we did a whole video
Yeah.
on the Body Mover series up to now.
Yeah.
The new book ain't come out yet, but it's coming out this year. And I'm equal parts excited and not. Because I think it's called 12 Bodies in a Wedding, and it better be 12 Bodies and not a wedding, or I'm going to be pissed.
It could be anybody's wedding.
Well, it better not be a Carlotta is marrying Coop wedding, is all I know about it.
They could have a wedding and not get married.
I hope that happens. I hope it never happens.
So
Team Jack, anyway,
yeah.
off topic.
So basically, if you like to hear about anything, subscribe to our channel.
You never know what's going to happen around here.
Yeah, no. There's no good theme about us. We're basically a show about nothing and everything.
Yeah.
We're the new Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So, anyway, have a great day. Come back for more. And for now, allons-y! Seriously, a lot of running involved.